Would you like to know why I was late? I spent the last 4 minutes learning how to type the word nonsense. Oh, I'd like to think that was a joke. Genuinely do. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. That's right, I did not. I'm not gonna fucking... not gonna make a lie about how I spent the last fucking 20 minutes, you know. Wrath of the Righteous. Wrath of the Right, you know. So wait. On a hit, the ammunition marks its target and creates an invisible bond among them. So it's okay. That's good, I guess. 30 shots. Is that a lot or a little? I don't know. I guess we'll find out, right? I think it's 30 shots per day, so that's pretty good. I like how we've not picked up all this crap that we're gonna have to sell again. And there's still more fucking shit to pick up.
I hope you appreciate this.
I like how Land spotted the trap. We all stopped so Camilla could pick the trap. Land then decided to take the fucking treasure. Legitimate. Yeah, he'll steal all his shit, you know. Might as well steal all of his shit. Doesn't deserve it. He's a demon. Demons deserve nothing. If you ever meet a demon on the street, tell that bitch he deserves nothing, because he doesn't. Truly, the way of Iomade is the only way to be. Yep. That's the end of that conversation. Sorry. Yeah, it's been a fine day, better than yesterday when it comes to work, but you know, every day is a bit shitty in its own special way. Sit at 5 because I feel like, you know, this random group of arranged. I can't even think of the word I wanted to say. I like how I guess, you know, they're conspirating. The vampire is over there listening in. He's over there listening, you know. Just listening and taking all the secrets in. The Rapture of Ruin. Rapture of Rupture. Was that the place where I met, like, Diane or whatever her name was? Find the ousted Shavaro. City. Right. This is the woman. Yes, yes. We gotta talk to Camilla. I think Land. Is Land's quest finished? I didn't realize it was a mythic quest. That's kind of shitty. Okay. No, wait, that's hers. Comes through that. Maybe it already did. I don't remember that quest. Maybe I wonder if those are quests that I could have done, but I didn't get to do. We do... Yeah, okay. 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 Let us go over to turn the map that way. The little platform down there. I don't know if there's a shop on this level. You know what I mean? I guess 10,000 Blights might have one. If anything, I know there's a portal in here. We can go to the flesh market, just go to the nearest person, sell it to them. You know, same old, same old. Yes, quite amazing. I keep forgetting to do my fucking Duolingo classes. I'm never gonna make any fucking progress at this rate, you know? It's not gonna be you. It'll probably be, you know... Herrick's. Several items here brought by the clientele. Repelling bracers. So actually get 4 bonus to AC against touch attacks, but also suffer 4 touch attacks. If enemy gets 5 feet, they must pass a weak saving throw. Okay. I think this actually is good, right, for Camilla, because Camilla's not wearing any glasses. Has an ant companion, including the powerful fell. And now in bed. Once a bed, when the enemy deals a blow, try to restore some of the HP. Okay. Okay. Just making sure that nothing there I wanted to specifically keep. I doubt that spear was any good, really. Unholy long spear +1. Wowee! You know, I'm really missing out on that unholy long spear +1. I had to pick up a lot of armor. Had a lot of essentially worthless crap. Those guys. You know, a lot of rings +1, armor +1, you don't need those, +1 cloaks. Just absolute trash. Get 17,000 gold out of it, plus the mask, which I don't know how much that cost, though, paying attention. Simply was not paying attention. It looks like a fucking absolute nerd. Absolute fucking nerd. We got health left, so we can go try to see if we can deal, I guess, with the Grey War stuff first. Like the kind of like Arabic, you know. I mean, it sounds like, you know, oh, like the kind of music you hear playing at like a fucking in Aladdin. Is that racist? Good. Get in trouble, Brandon. Just get in trouble. Be a troublemaker. Normalize being a fucking troublemaker. God. It's weird, right? Because I don't like the concept of normalizing things. I just think it's kind of a joke, right? And whenever I ever say something like that, it's obviously a joke, right? Well, to some degree. Well, to most degrees. At least 50 degrees. Okay. Oh, well, that's gonna be a fight, right? Maybe not. This is not a fight. Okay. Oh, we'll leave her there. You have fun. Crystal flickers are moving like a heartbeat. What are you looking at? Oh, I didn't even see that there. Oh no, fucking hell, these guys.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
No, he wants to use the... Oh, there's vampires trying to dominate, which are always fun, right? You know. It's always fun when your fucking, you know, teammates get dominated.
Is it flawed?
I think path target is blocked.
I'll cut you wide open.
Hat dead. Oh, okay. I was worried for a second there. I saw, like, you know, damage coming in. Like, okay, is that damage for me? Damage for them? Acid arrow. Missed. Just be careful turning the camera, you know. Might have issues. Yeah, they just keep casting Dominate till they get one, really. Is their whole fucking stick. What that might be. Greybore is dominated. As well as Nenio. Quality.
Spirits demand your blood.
I know she doesn't have magic like that.
Surrender or else.
What happens if your whole party gets dominated? Also, why is he trying to dominate the dinosaur? Is Triceratops too cool for you to dominate? Oh, no, 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 Ember! Do I even, like, does it matter if they were dominated by a specific person, or...
You won't survive me.
So what happened to the guy who was standing, like, right there? There he is. I know there's a guy right fucking here. Where'd he go? Hey, he's casted it forever. Literally just, you know, never stop casting it. You ever consider casting a different spell? No, no, you know. It's the tried and tested, you know, truly. It works for like fucking 6 seconds. No, actually, I think it's because she snapped out of it with a successful save, but yeah. Stop, you fucking idiot! Stop! God fucking damn it! What utter nonsense! Yeah, Land just just uses his own fucking target. You know, decimates fucking Greybore.
Too late for apologies.
Is that Ember? That's Ember's fucking god again. God fucking bless it.
You should have listened to reason.
Stop.
Make every strike count.
I'm afraid of letting Land attack because then he's gonna fucking, kill a teammate. I know you're here, you asshat.
Strike as one.
Well, you can't say me, I'm invisible. But my Triceratops knows where you are.
dedicate my body to science.
Oh, boy. "48 seconds. Oh, I should. Ember's fine.
This condition is irrational.
Oh, cool. So, Gabriel just keeps doing damage to her.
Voice of the spirits.
Cool, 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 cool.
Vision blurring. Legs
Could you-
are shaking. Peculiar.
Why is he dealing 2 damage each time? Oh, because she's probably fucking flayed. No. Mm-hmm. Is it the other one? I don't know. I don't know why he's dealing all this fucking damage to her. Ah, the skin. Here we go.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Wow, it only restored 1. Cool, cool, cool. Cool fucking spell. Cool fucking ability. Genuinely upset. Because, like, nonsense. Why did fucking... Well, I know why. Doesn't make it any fucking better. Yeah, but he had a good reason to kick your ass. Well, not really. I mean, he was dominated. You had to fucking use a dispel magic to get rid of that shit. It's just annoying, really. This lock is familiar. These locks are used by monster traders from Katapesh, who want to ensure their most powerful beasts stay in their cages. Can't be forced, but one delicate twist in life and done. Oh, jeez Louise. 1 second. Let me just take care of this real quick. Real quick. 1 second. Okay. A hunt is clash. The hunt is clash between the hunter's cunning and the shrewdness of the prey. When the prey expects a trap, the hunter's acumen is put to the test in trying to subvert such expectations. Willardus has proven he understands this fundamental principle. The commander bursts through the front door and freezes. For all the tales about the mansion supposedly becoming a citadel, no one is there to assault the unwanted guests. There are no flying arrows, no chilling battle cries, and the expensive furniture hasn't been turned into makeshift barricades. The commander and his companions carefully examine the luxurious antechamber. There are 2 doors leading deeper into the mansion. One bears a symbol of a mirror, the other a symbol of a knife. There's a bloody pigeon feather in front of the door, and the note contains 2 words: "Welcome, assassin." Commander recalls the bloody feather symbol of Shax, the Blood Marquis. The Demon Lord is infamous for luring his victims labyrinth full of deadly traps. The door slams shut loudly behind him. The commander. Stepping through the doorway, the commander suddenly feels nauseous, and an icy chill runs across his skin. His intuition screams that he just passed through an interplanar portal, and he instantly loses all sense of direction and balance. And it seems the rooms of this mansion occupy different layers of reality, and these portals unite them into an elaborate labyrinth. Words, where a single wrong turn is enough to lose one's way entirely. Greed and arrogance are traits inherent to almost all demons, and the lord of the mansion seems eager to prove himself without equal in the indulgence of both these vices. The door leads into a magnificent sitting room. It hasn't been furnished in a manner indicative of tasteful refinement. The lamps... God, I'm sorry that sentence came out. The lamp reflections sparkle in the gilded furniture. The floor is covered in elaborate mosaics. The shelves are full of expensive trinkets. As if all this luxury wasn't enough, the whole room is reflected back again in the giant mirror that covers the entire ceiling. As soon as the commander enters, the mirror surface ripples, starting to bubble, bulges and oozes like molasses. It sends the sticky trail tendrils towards the outsiders, and a single touch from those appendages pierces the flesh with a sepulchral, chill, whatever. I'm not fucking evil. With a furious cry, Sullivan strikes the mirror with all his might, and the surface shatters with a deafening clang. The shards fall down in a glittering waterfall, smashing into tiny fragments on impact. By right, the trophy from a battlefield belonged to the victor. The commander invokes the right, and fills his purse with a considerable number of gold trinkets from the merchant, would gladly barter for more useful items. There are 3 doors that lead out of this room, occupy the strange carnivorous mirror. The commander decides to open the one bearing the symbol of... Pair of scales. No matter how gleefully the lord of his palace mutilates flesh, he is the first and foremost a scientist, and a scientist, by definition, is a madman who can put to shame any gilly maniac with a knife. Therefore, it comes as no surprise that his laboratory is furnished with care and order, and there is no hint of the tawdry luxury found in other rooms. There is a multitude of flasks and vials and potions resting on the tables, and the cupboards are full of jars containing brains of all shapes and colors. I like how, right, no, I think I'm thinking of Death's Door, maybe. I could have sworn they used, like, the European spelling of color. The English. British. As soon as the door closes behind the commander's back, a huge silvery autoclave opens with a wheezing clang, emitting a wave of foul-smelling brine. A hideous homunculus covered in glistening slime crawls out of the autoclave. Its liquid, malleable body is constantly growing new limbs, eyes, and mouths, absorbing the bits and pieces it no longer requires. It seems the monster can't decide what shape it should take. Says a commander with malevolent intelligence. It seems that it has better mental faculties than most alchemically produced creatures. The homunculus giggles repulsively, and as it grabs a vial full of acid and aims at the commander's head. Barrage of flasks, vessels, and other laboratory wares forces the homunculus to retreat behind the bulk of the autoclave and defend itself from there. Sullivan grabs a round, corked vial with the frost on the inside, taking careful aim. He launches the projectile right at the monster's hiding place. A pale blue flash lights up the laboratory, and the homunculus is instantly frozen into the autoclave, covered in a thick layer of ice. It instantly grows 2 extra mouths for its final deathly scream. The commander uses his chance to search the laboratory and manages to procure an entire satchel of useful potion bombs. Stepping over the wreckage of the expensive lab equipment and shattered glass, the commander pauses before the 3 doors and eventually chooses the one with the symbol of a full moon. Commander enters a magnificent bedroom and ends up knee-deep in a surprisingly bottomless pile of soft blankets, fuzzy rugs, plump feather beds, and other... I fucking hate these the creatures there. Other covers of all sorts of shapes. They allure the promise of sweetest dreams if only Sullivan would lie down and close his eyes. It's a dangerous temptation. Anyone who knows these fluffy killers to put them to sleep won't wake up ever again. They will crawl over their victim, piling up around them, and then suffocate and smother them to death. Piling up around, carving through a feather bed with his blade, the commander sees glistening flesh, and the thick ichor oozes out from the rend in the fabric. Yet, no book ever mentions such a strange, bizarre creature. He only guessed as a result of a strange experiment on some predatory swarm organism and disguises itself as something harmless, and preys on those it lures close. Kill it. The rug bleeds when carved up with a blade. They are a swarm, or a pack, and therefore may have a leader. Sullivan surges forward, allowing the hungry mass to smother and bury him under its weight, while he doggedly presses ahead. At last he finds a large purple cluster of flesh that resembles a giant brain. When touched, it wobbles and quivers like jelly. Sullivan splits it open with a single, decisive blow, and the wounded creature emits a barely audible, high-pitched squeal. The rug swarm bulges and convulses in pain, dying in terrible agony. It would seem these creatures have an invisible link, and destroying the brain doomed the whole brood. Commander decided to search the place. Who knows what secret compartments have been hidden beneath the repulsive mass of fabric and flesh. Search reveals a disguised niche, and inside is a stack of papers. These are journals of a mad surgeon who researched the brains of living creatures. Experiments described in these pages were repulsive, and they are enlightening to anyone who isn't too squeamish to finish the reading. The doors with different symbols lead you to the master bedroom. The commander decides he would rather take his chances behind the one with Vivisector's notes. Is that not the Commander walks into an enormous kitchen. There are massive cauldrons with shiny, polished sides, and a tiny green flame flickering with a massive oven. Within a magical oven. The aroma of delicious spices beckons from the countless cupboards and shelves that line the walls. However, as soon as the commander enters the room, the cauldron's lids fly up in the air, blowing off in powerful explosions. A nasty grayish-pink slime oozes out of the open cauldron, swelling up like dough. The slime flows down into the floor, gathering up to a massive clotted cluster, which then begins to crawl towards the commander. Someone has never seen or read about such creatures before. It's reasonable to suggest that this was an outcome of a complicated and perverted magical experiment. This carnivorous slime has been captured in a cave, subjected to magical transformation, and fed entirely with brain tissue. 21, 32, or 36. Sullivan quickly uses his magical sigils, controlling the oven to turn the small fire inside to a roaring green flame. Sullivan hides behind it and lures the slime right into the open oven. The monster fails to perceive the threat of fire and crawls inside, instantly beginning to bubble and boil. In a matter of moments, the oil that remains of the creature is suffocating stench that hangs in the air. Moving examining the fluid of the undisturbed shelves, the commander decides to rest. He takes the opportunity to recuperate and bandage his wounds, and it is thinking ahead rather than rushing forward recklessly that separates able tacticians from those who rashly press on and perish. 2 doors lead from this kitchen, where it is apparently easier to be eaten than to eat. The commander chooses the one that marks the symbol of... I think this is the last year we've done. Commander finds himself in a long stone passage. No traps are triggered by his careful steps. At the end of the passage, his vision grows blurry. The illusion of safety falls apart like a house of cards, revealing an endless fiery field, ashen mountains, rivers of lava, and magmatic volcanoes. Hot wind scorches his face. It is not difficult to conclude this deadly place is the elemental plane of fire. Ashen volcanic rock trembled beneath the commander's feet, but walking on it seems safe enough for now. The only escape route is the distant 3-way arch of rough-hewn stone containing the 3 familiar doors. However, in order to reach it, the commander must find a way past the river of fire, in which tiny islets of porous stone are just barely visible. The river spews out tongues of roaring flame and lands on banks and crystallizes in dark glass. As a result, both banks of the river have become steep, jagged cliffs of obsidian. 29, 20, or 29. Sullivan oversees the bridge construction. Soon the river of lava is dammed up with a flimsy makeshift barricade of black rocks pulled from banks. Molten lava licks the obsidian dam, rising higher and higher and threatening to overwhelm it altogether, and yet Sullivan is a capable builder. The flimsy dam collapses only after Fire River has been safely crossed. Reaching the stony portals, a rod. The door doesn't budge. Commander forces it open with his weight and enters the same hall where the dangerous expedition first began. The cozy, comfortable setting is in no way hints at the nightmares that awaited the commander inside the mansion. The door outside is wide open, and through the doorway, dark figures can be seen clutching weapons. All of this was nothing but a warm-up. The final, decisive battle is still to come. The commander prepares for a fight as he steps outside the accursed mansion. You just die instantly, have to do all that over again. God, imagine. The gang of demons is grotesquely disfigured, even by the standards of the abyss. A disproportionately large and bloated head rests on a tiny deformed body covered in bumps and furrows, like a shriveled walnut. What seems the first to be a mane of hair standing up on end reveals, upon closer inspection, to be bone needles sticking out of his pale, blistered skin. Where the mouth should be, there is instead a bony plate, formed from yellowing teeth that have grown together. Ugh. Shoots out from his torn, lacerated lips. His voice appears to be coming from a slobbering, undulating hole in his neck, just beneath his chin. More bloody larvae show up at my place. I'm getting very tired of these visits. What a freak. Even I feel somewhat conflicted. Would killing this creature be an act of cruelty or mercy? I do not wish to show mercy to the scum that set me up. A snort of derision escapes from this creature's throat as he managed, I guess literally, right? As he managed to dismissive gesture with his hand, his dirty nails curling into a long, thin spirals. You don't even know who you decided to challenge? Let those words herald your imminent death, outsider. I am Willidus, the wizard confidant and advisor of the Lady in Shadow, also known as the Vivisector. Giver smirks, not bothering to hide his contempt. So many words. I'll simply call you a corpse. That's impressive sounding, perhaps, but easy to remember. His frustration, spittle flying in the hole in his neck. Nonsense! Why would I want that idiot dead? What possessed him to think that I'm the one who put a hit on him? And how dare you pathetic amateurs even think of a scheme that a scheme of mine might possibly fail? If I wanted to kill Dazarand, he'd be long gone. But no, I don't give a damn about anyone other than anyone from that swarm of locusts. Expected such an answer. For some reason, whenever I corner these scoundrels, they demand a reckoning. None of them brave enough to own up to their crimes. They never go quietly when they slit their throat. Let's just go. Tired of reading. Soon we shall find out what a tiny, ridiculous worm-eaten brain smells like. Kill him! I won't lie. I've been waiting for the moment. Tomorrow morning, my reputation will be spotless once again. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree?
The world in crimson.
I like how he boosted the citizens.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Did you see that?
And he's dead. Also, I like how... Oh, no, so it showed him, It showed him, as still alive, technically, right? So, like, one of those things where, like, you know, a creature, put into a death-like state, but doesn't actually die during that turn. So, like, they have a chance to get up and heal or whatnot. But then he was, like, he was a fucking pile of bones, you know. How is he gonna come back from that? I mean, I want to see it. It's pretty impressive, I guess, but, you know.
Survive me.
Doesn't change the fact that I don't think he could come back from it.
Mind over muscle.
I'll hit you.
Wow, you guys are pretty good.
Endure this.
Horzala, the projection of the tall female demon, unlike many of her kind, she seems slimmer and less stocky in build. Upon closer examination, you realize that her thinness is caused by extreme emaciation, which makes her look like a withered tree. Skin on her neck and wrist bears the marks of shackles, and her body is covered with flaming seals of Baphomet. Lowering her eyes, the demon addresses you quietly. Allow me to congratulate you. The short work you've made of Willis proves you are a true professional. I am Horzala, and on the behalf of the Assassin's Guild, I congratulate Greybor on completing this contract. You have fulfilled the order we received for Willis' murder, and therefore you might have the right to collect the bounty, even though you are not a guild member yourself. I'm sure you also have many questions about what happened. I doubt our guild is hard to find. There is a notice board at its entrance. The assassination contracts are posted. I won't go there, but, you know. Thank you for your answer. The bounty awaits you. I'm not even sure what reward awaits us, but I truly hope it's a considerable sum of gold, and not some meager payment served up at the end of a blade. Scimitar +3 and a ring of protection +2. Wow. Willett is really fucking living it up, you know, there with just the top tier shit, you know. A crappy ring and a crappy fucking... It's just overall crap, really. Let us go... I think Greyboar's thing is on the second floor. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and teleport down to... Cause we gotta go take care of, take care of this. I don't know if we need to let several days pass in game, or what the requirement for getting our Shule to open up about that is. Is caps lock on or off? I think it's off. Boy. Oh, yeah, no, I know this. Oh. I have to know where this is gotta go. Did we already kill, Did we already kill, Wow. I'm so glad that I basically walked halfway down. You know what, can I do this and just...
Make every strike count. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
You won't stop us.
I just wonder how they're gonna attack me. Like that. Hit? It's not very big.
You won't survive me.
You are today's sacrifice.
Surrender or else.
I genuinely actually think it would be faster if I just, this the right way.
Do not hold back. Strike as one.
Part of me wants to wonder what's happened if I just, you know,
Performance is lacking.
close the stair with Grave War on it. Just make sure to drop one of these.
Too late for apologies.
Wow.
Attack.
It's your time. Cease to exist.
Just fucking popped, dude.
This.
Up
We shall overcome.
in the pit. I mean, you know, it's only fair that sometimes I suffer pit damage. You know, live by the pit, die by the pit. It's truly the way of life, ain't it? You know, circle of life and all that. You know, and what's in a circle? What else is in a circle? A pit. Pits are in a circle. I should have not fucking streamed tonight. I'm really fucking starting to tear off all this fucking reading. Well, well, what a sweet little bird. We're gonna eat you up. You pathetic lowlifes, don't you recognize me? I'm Shivaro, Madame of the 10,000 Delights. Damn it, forgive us, mistress. Please don't kill us. Have mercy. Because of you, I've lost everything. And now I have to deal with all this scum. I shall settle the score. Hey, you scum! I will spare anyone who helps me kill this mortal. Did you guys not hear the fucking last part, which is that she had nothing? I've lost everything. Now, please, demons, attend me. Oh, jeez, I was really worried there because I saw that fucking group light up, and I thought everybody was going to attack me. I thought I was going to be fucking dead.
Go for their hearts.
God damn it, Lan.
Contemplate on your mistakes.
I'll hit you. I'll cut you wide open.
You're in my way.
Lan, goddammit. Lan, you fucking asshat. You absolute fucking dunce.
Forgive me for
Come
this.
on, down again.
The spirits demand your blood.
You had your choice.
Lan's back. I don't want to cast spell on him. Oh, still doing Dance from Beyond the Grave, so whatever. Oh, you son of a bitch. Did that not? Oh, I guess it didn't do any damage.
Is worth the pain. Simply business.
Oh boy.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
This pain is excruciating.
I forgot that I was running this shadow summoning nonsense.
You won't survive me.
Yeah, good.
You won't stop us.
Oh, Nenio, what are you doing over here, you fucking...
Endure this. Make every strike count.
Wow. was hoping that at least one of those would hit the fucking mirror image, but nope. I didn't know that attack couldn't miss.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
How was that success out of fucking 4, man?
Do not hold back.
Well, I'm dead again. Oh, boy.
Nice try. Didn't work though.
Yeah. 50 fucking damage. 50 fucking damage. Spell resistance, everybody.
Endure this. Is this a mock fight?
Why does it look like Lan is still, sick? Immune to magic missile, because why wouldn't she be? Fuck's sake, man.
Make every strike count.
You know. You know, just a lot of damage. A whole lot of damage. Can we try putting a pit behind her and see if maybe that... Oh! In the pit! In the pit! Pit, 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 pit. She's coming out of the pit. No, fuck! Why would that be something I'm allowed to do? Why in the ever-living fuck would I be allowed to just, you know... drop my fucking team member into a fucking hole? Lol.
This is not my time yet.
Fucking hitting Q instead of or E instead of. Oh, no more pits for me. Can Lan get up? Oh no, he's still fucking stunned.
I've survived worse. my time yet.
Oh my god, Targona's getting fucking involved. How do these fucking things work? Yeah, so it's a 5-foot burst, right? Sends in the target point. So shouldn't it be the... Whatever. I thought the radius of the fucking spell would be, you know, obviously. Oh, she fucking nearly killed fucking Targona.
That survived worse.
Now, if I...
This condition is irrational.
I will guide us.
Give her the fucking key things, you numpties.
This is not my time yet.
I stand ready.
I'm glad that, you know... Okay. Into the tavern to go back to base. Waiting for these fucking guys to go faster. These are a few of my slowest teammates. When the boss spawns, when the abyss comes, when you're feeling down, simply imagine my favorite thing. And then I just fucking cry. That's it. That's it, Mike. Just want you crying. Why ever solve your problems? You can just cry. Mm-hmm. So we're supposed to be talking to Camilla, and I think Camilla is inside the cave, hiding away in her sin zone. Yeah, pretty sure. What the fuck is Nenio doing over there? Type of experiment. I hope the words inspire me. Hope these words inspire to as much enthusiasm in you as they do in me. You see, I have decided, through dared would be a better term, to address an issue, which up to now I have preferred to avoid due to my total ignorance of this in this sphere. She lowers her head in embarrassment. I realize it's hard to believe, but I, a person of, let's skip the false modesty, superior intellect, could not know something so simple. but it's never too late to fill the gaps in one's knowledge, right? I'm talking about friendship. And to be honest, I first planned to assign the writing of this article for the encyclopedia to a co-author of some kind. But then I met you, my loyal follower, and suddenly I thought I could write it myself. She seems to have reached the limit of her courage, and she looks away. Okay. I see no sense in them. You misunderstand me. I don't need friends. I have no desire to spend my time on them when I could spend it on new experiments and discoveries, she explains to you as though she is speaking to a 5-year-old. I just want to learn what it is like to have friends. For the encyclopedia. Nothing more. I realize that you would like to consider me your friend. Who wouldn't? I'm a scientific luminary, after all. So I do apologize for disappointing you. I'm glad you've agreed. Many would have considered my request too personal and refused. It's good that you're above such squeamish sentiment. Here, I made a list based on my observations of individuals around me and my personal knowledge of the topic, which, I have to admit, is far from comprehensive. She hands you a crumpled piece of paper. Study it well. We'll start as soon as you're ready. They smile, gossip about their other friends, drink alcohol together, no longer required, sometimes argue, sometimes copulate. Oh god, Sheldon, calm down. Big Bang Theory. Bazorga. She looks at you with disapproval. You're trying to say that I made it for nothing? I developed a perfect methodology for that involves the mechanisms of friendship between two individuals. But by all means, sure, let's just abandon the list. You raise your eyes at Nina, who is already fixed a malevolent grin on your face. The kind that would make you soil yourself if you saw it in the dark night. Keeping a natural grin on her face, Nina hisses through her clenched teeth. You call that a smile? Come on, try again. Smile more, you must, for science. Your eyes bore Nenio's, and she stares right back into you with as you both grin as widely as possible. A minute passes in intense silence. Ah! She massages her cheek with her hands. I've never imagined being a friend is such an exhausting business. So what's next on the list? Oh, I've made some preparations for this. She produces several pieces of paper from her sleeve. Come on, let's get to it. Who are we going to gossip about? Excellent choice. So what do you think of him? Oh, how interesting. Incidentally, yesterday I saw him. She picks a random piece of paper and she reads it. Drinking from a puddle. You don't have any idea what we're talking about, do you? She becomes a little embarrassed, but only a little. No, I don't make for a point of remembering those I travel with. That's why I prepare these universally acceptable pieces of gossip. She raises her fist with several pieces of paper clenched in it. Really? Excuse me, I'll try again. Yesterday I saw him. Picks up another random piece of paper and reads it. Eating worms. Truth be told, the whole experiment seems to be like sheer stupidity to me. How can we learn that stupidity is stupid without doing stupid things? We'll need to finish what we started. She gives you a satisfied nod and stows her papers back in her sleeve. Alright, stage 2 is now complete. What's next? Oh right, I should cross out this point. I wrote this and then I checked the encyclopedia and recalled that I've already conducted this experiment. And judging by the same encyclopedia, and especially by an odd stain on that particular page, it would be unwise, to say the least, to try to repeat it. A new heap of paper appears in Nenio's hands. You are uninterested and disinterested in this experiment. You can't even tell the difference between those two words. Kiss my ass. Not too creative, but it will do. Now we definitely be considered friends. And on that note, I conclude the 4th part of the experiment. What's last on the list? Friends sometimes copulate. Oh yes, that. Take off your underwear. Not all friends do that. Is that true? Are you sure? What an unexpected and interesting piece of information. I must confess, I wasn't so thrilled about the whole copulation idea from the start. It's so nice that science does not demand this sacrifice of me today. Though this thoroughly awkward experiment is finally concluded, I have learned what it means to be friend, and now I can write an article about it for the encyclopedia. She rubs her nose with a pencil. I am happy that it is over, and I am once again convinced that friendship is the most foolish of all occupations. It is. Is it? We've concluded all of the assigned actions typical for two friends. Of course, I could have compiled the extended list, which would have been included a joint food ingestion, senseless banter, with the aim of showing each other in at least in the least attractive light. But how could we change the situation? Do you know what I write? What I will write in the encyclopedia? Friendship is a set of primitive rituals that are intended to help individuals forget about their loneliness. However, I have no interest in that. I see my loneliness as a sign of my uniqueness. The one who leads the way is always alone. Now, I have time to answer your questions. Come on, ask away. That was nice, I guess. Not really, but you know. Good old demon skull. I forget summon stuff. I never do. Almost. Where is Camilla at? Here she is. You know, I never thank you for coming to me at the brothel. There's a hint of a smile on Camilla's lips. So thank you, my friend. That was an intriguing and unexpected experience. I hope you got what you wanted. Oh, you have no idea how much I enjoyed driving the stiletto of the hilt into the chest of that Horgus. When his hot blood gushed on my fingers, when his eyes glazed over, when his hands grabbed my shoulders in a futile attempt to push me away. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking that you were watching me, that your eyes were following my every move. I wanted to do everything quickly, so that I could show you the spectacle's sweet climax. And at the same time, I wanted to make it last longer, make it never, ever, ever end. Her body shudders. I'm glad you shared the sweet moment with me, my friend. Thank you. Okay. Okay, that's gonna be a hard pass. Hard pass. Don't think you're taking crazy. I don't know if I want this stuff or not, so I'm just gonna shove it into a box, pretend like I'm going to ever use them, but I'm not. We all know it's not gonna happen. And I'm just putting these items in here to fucking gain dust for the rest of my life. Why is there so much food in here? Oh, look, a severed head. How nice. How quaint. Ah, yes. Okay. And there probably are Hell Knights in your unit who really love you. Respect for one's commander and mentor is to be expected among Hell Knights, but love is beyond remit. Okay. Kind of weird. Okay. The problem is, right, I don't know how long it's going to take. And my only concern is that if I don't do it instantly, will something happen? Okay. Okay, this is gonna be epic. That's just right there. Shavar was dead. Well, excellent news. You are my hero, my knight in shining armor. I've heard it said that on Galarion it is customary for a lady to grant her knight some token of sign of affection. Let this remind you of your friend in 10,000 delights. Okay, thank you, bye. No, I don't think it'll be, you know.
I will see this through.
Here's my dinosaur. Have you seen my dinosaur? There he is. Over here. I like how the hand hair just fucking hangs out there now. I wonder if that's messing up my gameplay. That's weird. Doesn't want to hire work for less. Go hire a couple thugs. That fucking black, pure black fucking guy named Boulder. I should have fucking saved. Whatever. The demon standing before you clearly is a penchant for jewelry. His fingers are covered in rings. 3 gold chains encircle his neck, and 4 bejeweled earrings sparkle in each of his ears. However, such exquisite adornments are not enough to hide the fact that he is a hardened warrior and a ruthless killer. His face and hands are covered in long, badly healed scars, and moves as gracefully as the most skilled swordsman. The demon's lips curl in satisfaction sneer. The demon's lips curl in a satisfied sneer as he greets you loudly. Look who's here! It's the arrogant Galarian who disposed of our poor Willidus. Catches your eye and frowns slightly, giving a pointed glance towards his bodyguards. You aren't about to do something really stupid and start magic here, right? Can't we just talk? Yaz raises his hands apologetically. Several rings glitter on his fingers. Fine, fine. I was the one who actually gave Greybor his assignments. I needed a little light, to light a fire underneath the cauldron, where so many minions of demon lords are being mixed together. I ordered him to murder those demons of Canabras, and I put a hit on Desirand. Although that ugly idiot didn't bother me at all. But he was an ugly idiot indeed, and eventual one to boot. That's why I gave Greybor a dagger that was only supposed to wound the Balor, and that was why Willidus' name was important. It was a perfect hand of cards. Desirand survived the suffering and painful, humiliating wound by a mortal's hand. No offense, of course. The Balor couldn't simply let it go. So he started, God, I can't fucking read you. That's be the last thing I do, because I'm really teetering. That was my goal, started vendetta against Willidus, dragging the Scaries into it, and that was my goal all along, because Willidus was my real target. A target that was very difficult to reach. Yaz seems to reveal his own cleverness. He smirks and smiles with smug satisfaction. People like you are why us assassins have been has such a large reputation. No respect for agreements. You expect an assassin to be honorable? What touching naivety. Demon sneers derisively, and toys with a giant diamond ring, catching Greybor's disapproving stare. He gives a dazzling smile, seemingly pleased to have provoked a reaction. What concerns me is not the contract killing, but the fact that I haven't been paid a single coin. Josh smiles and gives a dismissive wave. Oh, please, I had no intention of sending anyone after him, but my assistants made it sure that every larva in the city knew about the bounty on Willidus' head. I knew that Greybor returned to Alashiria and decided to use him once more. And like a poor Desirand, he had no idea he was merely a pawn of mine. Just as I envisioned, you didn't linger, and paid him a visit before anyone else could. I have no doubt that paranoid Willidus would try to kill anyone who crossed his doorstep, but I expected you to overcome him, and I was right. For money and power, of course. This has been my primary motivation for many years now. Someone wanted that old woodlouse dead, and clever Yaz has fulfilled their wish, and the expectation of being showered in privilege and treasures. You're getting a share of those privileges and treasures, by the way. I trust you're not going to refuse the reward provided for freelance operatives. Trust me, some is considerable. I haven't forgot about you either. You'll be rewarded in proportion to your truly astonishing lethality. Take the coins. He flashes the perfect sharp teeth, snap his fingers. Suddenly a thick purse appears in front of you, smelling of exquisite perfume. And no doubt you come to an understanding. After all, we share a common language. The language of gold. Ooh, 100,000. Since it was my reputation that damaged the result of the plot, I consider it fair to lay claim to 20%. Here you go. You appreciate the integrity that comes with business, Solon. And as for you, Grey Boy, you've proven your competence. As a token of apology, allow me to offer you membership at the Assassin's Guild. Consider recognition of your talents that you've long desired. I promise you prestige, respect, and truly staggering fees. Of course, I don't demand that you serve your current contract. You may claim your well-deserved place in the guild when it expires. So then, what do you say? Will I be welcomed to the big league? He turns to you with a very serious expression. The voice is reserved and formal. Solvin, we are bound by an act of agreement, and therefore must consult your opinion on this invitation. With a heavy sigh, the dwarf looks at you straight in the eye. Is there really such a difference between me and them? They are a product of the worst parts of the mortal souls. They are sin incarnate. Many say the same thing about me. I was never a coward, so I'm able to admit that my soul is black and evil. I murdered others for money. I shall never become a respectable member of society, a friend, or a father, but I'm tired of asking forgiveness for what I am. Here, I will not be judged for my oppression. He clenches his fist and mutters through gritted teeth. I am not a freak of a monster they think me back on Galerion. How dare they hire me to murder their enemies and despise me for their profession? They treat me differently in the Abyss. The demons here respect my skills. They treat me as a professional, not a criminal or a blackguard. It's strange to say this, but I don't feel out of place here. Thought I'd quit your business and become what? A farmer? A butler? Or maybe an innkeeper. One of those who can't tell tall tales about the adventures of youth, drunken patrons. My soul is that of a wanderer and a killer. My art is my only source of pride, and abandoning it will make me useless in my own eyes. Believe me, I already tried to settle down and find an honest job. Nothing good came of it. I shall quit my profession only when I am judged by Pharasma herself. I mean, we can keep him until after. It's not like, he's a leave, so whatever, man. He studies you for a moment and nods respectfully. Such words make me respect you even more. Believe me, I appreciate your willingness to let the decision be entirely my own. He looks, does not waste words and looks at Yaws. Where do I sign? What are you talking about? We're not devils after all, Yaws laughs and claps his hand loudly. Splendid! You've got a bright future here, my diminutive yet deadly friend. Gives a bored yawn. There's a note of finality to his tone. Well, this has all been very enlightening. It was a very enlightening conversation, but I see no reason we should continue. You received your answers, and should probably be on your way. Meanwhile, I should get back to plotting another bloody and violent murder. Have a good day. Indeed, this was a unexpected meeting. You want to discuss what happened privately? I am at your service, Commander. Oof. Okay. I can't do any more fucking reading. I think I'm going to pass out. So, thank you for watching. Do like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitch. I'm sorry it's a bit short, but, I'm just tired, really. Just too fucking tired. I need to stop existing. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.